What's up nerds, Joey here of YugaTech, and this is another episode of the show where we take a look at different devices and answer one question and one question only. Ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 11 of Can It Game? If it's your first time watching or if you're a regular viewer, it doesn't matter because the premise remains the same. Smartphones come in different shapes and sizes with different special features, but none of that really matters. All we want to know is if they can actually play video games, and how good are they at it? Now in the last episode, we tested out the Samsung Galaxy M20, which didn't exactly pass our standards, but today we're looking at a brand new phone that is rivaling even the Redmi Note 7 in terms of bang for your buck. This is the Realme 3. So let's see. Can it game? Taking a look at our specs on paper, we have a MediaTek Helio P60 processor with a Mali G72 MP3 GPU, 3 or 4 GB of RAM, and 32 or 64 GB of internal storage. The unit we're using for this video is the 4GB RAM, 64GB storage variant. Okay, so with that covered, our standard test setup consists of only having the apps we need installed on the phone. Now let's talk numbers. As usual, starting with synthetic benchmarks, for Antutu V7 we get a score of around 128,000, putting it lower than the Redmi Note 7, Huawei Nova 3i, and Oppo F9, which by the way also has a Helio P60 chip. Nonetheless, we're still around the same ballpark. For the 3D Mark Slingshot Extreme test, we get very good scores for both OpenGL and Vulkan at over 1,000, though the Redmi Note 7 still outscores it. And for PC Mark, we get a great score of about 7,500, close to the Oppo F9 score, which is the highest in this graph. So far, the Helio P60 tends to perform well in this benchmark for whatever reason. Now moving on to our gaming results, as usual we get our FPS and stability results from the amazing GameBench app. Our test games are Asphalt 9, Mobile Legends, PUBG Mobile, Brawl Stars, and Honkai Impact 3. Like always, wherever possible, games are set to the highest possible graphics settings. So across the board, we're getting very consistent numbers. With the exception of Brawl Stars, which gets a great 59 FPS, the rest of our games are at a baseline of around 30 FPS, except Asphalt 9 of course, which gets 26. In the episode of Can It Game where we featured the Redmi Note 7, Mobile Legends was able to get 60 FPS, but as we can see here, with the Realme 3 it only gets 30. The only reason I can see for this is that the game is more optimized for Snapdragon chipsets more than MediaTek, so for all you Mobile Legends players out there, this is something to consider. But taking a look at our stability, the lowest result is 86%. And while the phone does get pretty warm in your hands while playing, you almost don't notice lags or stutters. And we get as high as 98% for multiple games. So with all these numbers, can the Realme 3 game? For us, it's a yes. While performance isn't mind-blowing, it hits all the marks nonetheless. And for its price, the Realme 3 is a great bang for your buck when it comes to gaming. So for that reason, it's up there with the likes of the Redmi Note 7. Alright guys, so that wraps up this video. What phone do you want us to test out in the next episode? Let us know in the comment section down below, or hit us up on Twitter at YugaTech, or send a message to our Facebook page. If you enjoyed this video, please do drop a like, subscribe to our channel for more content, hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future uploads, and be sure to visit YugaTech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. This has been Joey, and I'll see you nerds in the next one.